Starting. Oh, okay, we're live. Welcome to Shitcoin Talk, episode 37. I am your host, at Dumb, and I've got three of my friends here with me. Rogue, introduce
Hey,
yourself.
it's Crypto Rogue, strongest man in crypto, here to tell you why your bags suck.
And we got the return of the king, Godson.
Yes, my name is Godson, the most important person on Shitcoin Talk right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, just
also known as the fourth most important person on Shitcoin Talk right now.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
This is like the first time back in like 10 episodes, man.
I know, right? I had to go to my people. Show some bags.
Okay, fair enough. Need a coin?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm NeedACoin. You can follow me on Twitter or at InvestFeed. I'm just trying to let you know what the fuck's going on around here because we're raining sideways.
Yep, that's fair. And that will bring us to our list. We kind of slimmed it down because there was a lot of boring coins that were presented to us. So we will go over today and maybe more. Varium in Vericoin. ARDR, Waves, Expanse, Lomo Coin, Ubic, and maybe we'll hit the troll box a few times and see what you guys want us to talk about on here. And then some news and stuff too. I think NeedACoin's got some stuff. So yeah, what do you guys want to hit first?
Let's go with VRC.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I think even Godson's got a chart for us this time, so this would be good.
I know, right?
All right, so we're sitting at about 8,600 sats. What do you guys think about it?
Rogue's got the chart there.
I got a chart up. Yeah, I mean we dumped like everything else dumped after the June pump. To me, we're forming a bit of an ascending triangle, so it's kind of just creeping up steadily. It was nice to see no new lows compared to the ones they had. Back in April and March down there, a lot of coins actually retested their previous lows. So this almost went to kind of its pre-pump level. And so it's just kind of in a nice and slow, steady climb. I'm just going to basically wait to see it complete the triangle and see if it actually breaks out here before probably December at the latest, according to my chart, but who knows?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You got that big rectangle there pretty much across the whole chart, and it's kind of been chilling in that zone for, aside from all those spikes.
Yeah, that's a goddamn 2.5-year accumulation zone that just likes to go back to repeatedly. So, it's climbing. Don't go crazy just yet. It hasn't broken out or anything, but it's moving up slowly but surely.
Yep, and it's one of the long, it's been on Bittrex forever. It's got a long history, and it's a pretty small market cap right now at 13 million almost. So, yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Godson, you got something you want to share?
Yeah. I mean,
are you nervous?
Nope. I'm never nervous, man. I'm the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I showed this on Twitter a few days ago or something. Yeah, this to me is an obvious inverse head and shoulders, and at least in the short term, I'm seeing it doing just this, right? But the bigger question to me is if this counts as a cup and handle, right? In which case, we're due for something much bigger. But I think just in the short term, this to me, I already bought a bag right around here, and I'm just waiting.
Yeah, it's been. I haven't heard much about Vericoin lately too. So I mean, and that might be a bad thing.
Yeah, one thing I'll just touch on in typical NeedACoin fashion here. Very does look good. $11 million market cap, sitting in a definite accumulation spot, as Rogue said there. Which I guess kind of leads into the next coin too, is Virium Reserve there. That's the other coin with Viri there. It's only sitting at about a $2.7 million market cap, so that one's a little bit more appealing to me for that. Obviously, Viri is the main project, but this coin in particular, I'm more excited about than Viri coin.
I don't know. People have tried to explain it, or I've done a little research. I still don't understand it. But I mean, all that aside, yeah, $2 million market cap, $2.7 million market cap. That's tiny. That's almost one of the smallest ones on Bittrex. I mean, that's
we mentioned it like forever ago on Shitcoin Talk here.
Yeah,
and it went up quite a bit since then.
Oh yeah,
that used to be like one of my biggest bags, because it just didn't make sense to me that it would be like that much smaller than Vericoin when it's a clone of.
Oh yeah, it was in the hundreds of thousands for a while there. It had a hell of a run, that's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I bought it like really, really cheap. I think I was the bottom practically.
You actually just bought it after I told you about it, but we won't mention that.
I see. Rogue's got a chart on Varium.
Yeah, I mean, similar. He's got another kind of ascending triangle going on. I mean, it's only 30% or so up from the most recent low, which means it still hasn't done much. It kind of had a brief spike there back in August, along with a couple other shit coins. They decided to do weird things. So it looks like it's kind of settling in for a bit of a sideways accumulation before it decides to do something again. But yeah, that low market cap does make it very, very tempting as a buy compared to a lot of what else is out there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that run that it had up to whatever 180,000 was more or less like its value being realized, because it was extremely low cap. So I wonder if, I mean, even now it's still small. So
I think that's around the time where pretty much anything under $1 million got a significant run on Bittrex when everyone kind of realized it there. So I think that had something to do with the run, right?
Yeah.
We had the June pump and then the August wait, we're not dead yet pumps, and now we're back to square one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, there's nothing really to say. I mean, if you look at the last VRC chart we talked about, it looks like they just followed the same path. So this is the old VRC chart, like the rounded bottom, then the breakdown. It's the same thing, because it's like the same coin. It's like when people do a swap or a freaking whatever it is they do, you're not really making two coins. You're just making one coin with two blockchains. So people kind of treat them the same. So yeah, this is what I see. It's like that same, from, it just went up, came back down. It's going sideways right there. It's the same thing, really. No difference.
Yeah, I got one up, I think, if you can see it. They pretty much overlaid each other. I mean, it almost spot on.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, outside of that August spike, which I think was purely because it was still such a low cap.
Yeah.
People were kind of jumping on those.
Supply is smaller and stuff too.
Everybody was scared to buy higher cap coins. Otherwise it's basically identical. So I reckon that they'll both move in sync when they finally decide to move.
Yeah, I wonder. I would think that Vericoin would probably lead the way, but I'm sure they will both move together. So
yeah.
All right. Good stuff. But next we got ARDR. Next in ARDR. They've been kind of, people have been talking about those a lot the last few weeks. Are you guys interested in them? Do you have anything to say about them?
Yeah, did a full retrace. That's what you need to know. I mean, basically retested the bottom before the pump. If you look at my nice little purple line, we kind of were in a bit of an accumulation zone that it's kind of popped out of. but it does have a couple of aggressive levels it needs to work through. So, you know, it could very easily come right back down below from where we are, and kind of get back into my little blue box over here, and go infinite sideways. So right now, I mean, there's nothing happens. You know, if it spikes up again, then it starts looking interesting. You know, but right now we have to see if the pump from 3 days ago is actually gonna hold, or if it's just kind of one of those little spikes you have to shake people out with a quick 20% profit while the market maker keeps on accumulating.
Yeah, they're doing some sort of like ICO or IGNIS, like snapshot and ICO, where you pay in Next or ARDR, and it's kind of the same thing that ARDR was even created from. So I'm kind of unsure about that, but I think that's kind of the hype right now, is basically swapping your Next coins for other Next coins. So I don't know. I don't know too much about that.
Yeah, VRC and Verum are kind of like NST and ARDR. It's like two different coins, but it's just one coin with two different blockchains. I used to be like a really big NXT fan back in the day, because it was like the first proper, like, you know, like multi-capable like blockchain, right? Before Ethereum and whatever else, you could do all the fancy stuff with NXT, but no one ever really picked it up, and it stayed low cap, right? But then now they've launched ARDR, which is, you know, I think it's like a way to kind of recapture people's imagination. But, you know, to me, it's just all TA now. So from my chart, this area is obviously like the previous support zone. You know, it came back, it came here, tested, pumped, came, bounced, then it broke below it and found new support right around here. The previous support here became the new support right there and there, and now it's above that previous support zone. So I think, by the way, my charts, blue means support, red is resistance, whatever. So I think it'll probably hold here and test this zone here and make that kind of like weird inverse head and shoulders that we saw in VRC, and then it'll ultimately run to 14,000.
Yeah, that's one volume candle for, was that yesterday? That's a pretty big dump candle.
Yeah.
The volume there. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. These two are kind of scarier right here, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't even really like. I turn off most of my freaking indicators when I chart, because I think it's just noise. So and I just look at the TA and work from there. Right? I think everything else is noise, right? You know, I might turn on moving average and be like, oh yeah, see, it crossed over the 30-day moving average, so you know that's bullish. But I really just look at the candles and nothing else.
Yeah, so looking right now, ARDR is their IGNIS is going to be a child chain of ARDR.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be
another chain.
The first, I think the way to scaling is child chains, which is kind of like, you know, side chains for
right.
Bitcoin, but it's So yeah, they're gonna have little child chains on the main chain, so you don't have to like use the main ARDR blockchain to make every single transaction.
Right, and so I think they're doing a snapshot of ARDR for people to get their Wait, what? Yeah, a snapshot of ARDR. So I wonder if people are buying it for that snapshot, or if they have bought it for that snapshot, and then, you know, after Next did the snapshot for ARDR, Next kind of took a dive. So curious to see what happens with that as well. Yeah, they kind of have interesting ICOs and snapshots and stuff, so it's something to look at for sure.
Rogue, I think your mic is off or something.
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Yeah, we lost you, man.
Oh no! Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
You're back. Dude.
Yeah. almost every snapshot that I've seen pumps into the snapshot and dumps immediately after. So
which is
if
fair,
you
yeah.
are buying into that, be ready for a full retrace. Just go look at the old next chart and correlate that to the ARDR snapshot dates, and you'll see what I mean.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
a safe way to get wrecked.
Yeah, it's the trade-off between if you can sell your ARDR in time and get the IGNIS snapshot or not. The free coins have to make up some sort of loss and all this other. But I mean, if you're genuinely interested in the project, then you don't really have to worry about that too much. Yeah, it's definitely as people play that. I know it's an interesting way to play. What else do we got on this list? What about waves? Need a coin or a resident waves guy?
Yeah, I was just looking at Waves not long ago. They obviously have the Waves next generation coming up, the Waves NG, October 10th coming up. They'll be able to do thousands of transactions per second now. From a coin standpoint, it did almost 90 or almost 100,000 transactions in the past 24 hours. So that was our new all-time high recently. Right after that, we've seen the massive jump there in price. That was quite. It had a lot to do in general with the platform being used a lot, and obviously the update coming up. But more importantly, just the platform being used a lot. Don't really want to sit here and chill Waves too much, but I will say, like, on the platform itself, there is a lot of coins that Waves has brought up now that are really good coins. Primal Base token is going to be going after the workspace area. If you've seen anything about them, they're opening offices all over the world. That's really exciting. Waves Go is the blockchain for Waves, so that coin alone just right there is very exciting for me. Really, I think everything to do with Waves is right now is a lot to do with Ethereum in the start. I just want to be a part of everything I absolutely can. I don't really have much more to say on top of that.
Yeah, from a charting perspective, it found some nice support there right at the 90K mark, which I think is pretty good. Its long-term trend line is still intact. Obviously, you had that big spike, and it's got a lot of fundamental activity behind it. Probably going to go a bit of sideways while some of their projects kind of come to fruition. But I would not be surprised at all to see kind of another spike up away from that trend line to match the last one.
Yeah, if you drew a line from your resistance, that would just be one huge triangle too. So I mean,
yeah,
it's something's brewing, that's for sure.
Yeah, this little push recently, I just want to add, like, I'm pretty certain that it had to do with how much use Waves is actually getting, as it almost reached 100,000 transactions. I don't think this has to do with the update yet. I am expecting an update pump, sometime in the next week here coming up. Just a small one, probably just to remind you that the update's coming up. But overall, anything under 100,000 Satoshis is really interesting to me. And then taking my Waves and really investing into other Waves projects, quite similar to what I did with ETH and Ethereum projects off the start.
Yeah, all I have to say is really, like, if you're bullish on Russia in crypto, then you have to be bullish on Waves. So.
Yeah, Wave's been kind of quiet. I mean, it usually is quiet. There's not many people are talking about Waves, let alone Wave assets too. I mean, a lot of people I don't think have even discovered those yet. So,
well, yeah, majority, like, actually almost all those coins haven't hit any exchange. Polo, Bittrex, Cryptopia, you can name them all. They haven't hit any of those exchanges yet. So really, you're just trading within the Waves wallet on their decentralized platform there. But I do think that a lot of projects kind of went under the sail because they necessarily went with Waves instead of Ethereum, but I'm not sure this is going to last forever. I'm sold on the Waves platform in general, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think good project. Yeah, and that Godson said something about Russia, and yeah, I mean all these emerging countries that are really getting deep into crypto and Waves is from Russia, so that's definitely interesting too.
Yeah, I kind of think of them as like the Russian Ethereum, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, I think that's
the Chinese have Neo,
yep.
Whatever. So that's what I'm thinking. Next
we have Expanse.
Great.
Well, you don't like Expanse, man?
I guess I'm the only one who's probably gonna talk about Expanse here. For me, I think the project's interesting. The fact that they have coins underneath them now is something I was waiting for quite a while here.
Wait, do they have
Mark?
any?
Well, they have that token lab.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, fair enough.
So you need Expanse is involved in that, right? So, overall, I've liked this coin, been kind of accumulating it for a little while here. Don't really have that much to chill on it. A lot of the news and updates have come out recently. The Token Lab would definitely be the newest member of that. But they signed some cool partnerships with some people. I know a lot of you guys seen that on my Twitter feed already. So I'm just gonna keep buying down here and kind of wait for their next project to come out. Market cap still under 20 million, low coin supply. Really, right here is the ideal price that I've been looking for quite a while.
Great.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and so Token Lab, I mean, they don't have. I know Ubic has. They got Quark and I guess Geocoin now, but they still don't have very many either. And I don't even know that they've done any. This Token Lab was an ICO kind of, right, where you paid in Expanse.
Yes.
So Ubic doesn't have any of those yet. I don't think. I'm sure they will in the future, but it's kind of interesting for them to take different sides.
Ubic has Geo and Apex.
Oh yeah, APX and Quark.
And Quark.
Such a weird name for a coin. Quark.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
but those are just coins that were under the blockchain. They weren't used to buy like an ICO or anything, right? Those are just
they don't have anything like that. I don't think yet. So yeah, I'm interested in Expanse down in this area too. It's been slowly buying a little bit here and there, and yeah, definitely.
Let's go, Franco. Right, don't disappoint us.
Yeah, come on, Franco. Don't let us down, man. And the Facebook group, whatever, I can't remember the name of that. Cryptocurrency collectors. Beautiful. Anybody else got anything to say about Expanse?
Not really. I'm still trying to like couple a chart together, but I don't know.
That's fair. You can go back to it.
Yeah.
If you want. Or you can do it now. I don't care. I was gonna look at the troll box and see what our fans are saying in there.
So with the patented Godson's banana.
What?
No, man, I don't know. I'm still trying to. Well,
what
okay.
Is that?
I'll show
you. It's a curve.
It's a curve. It's like my
the Godson banana. That's your name for it.
It's the Godson banana.
New groundbreaking TA here on Shitcoin Talk. You're not gonna see it somewhere else.
It's like okay. What it is basically like a rounded bottom, but it's less rounded and more like parabolic. So
Well, Godson's trying to figure out what he's gonna say, guys. We are watching the troll box, and if you do, I am watching, so we will do a summary here. So keep throwing the suggestions in there, and make sure you click the like button at the same time because that helps us out. Anyways, Godson, try and tell us what the hell you're trying to say.
To give you an example of what around the bottom Godson's banana looks like, this is Nexium. So you can see how it works, right? It's like
it looks like a banana.
Yeah, like a banana. So it's like it's not a horizontal like support and resistance. It's more of a kind of rounded bottom support.
You know what that looks to me? That looks to me like Sell on News. That's what that looks to me.
It does. That definitely looks like Sell on News, man.
Yeah.
It went right through your banana peel.
It went right through the top of the banana peel, and it's coming right back down. So.
Okay.
Anyways, there's no TA for that shit. Fuck it.
Are you gonna have classes on this new technical analysis of banana?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not
the
sure.
banana is for me and me alone, and whoever uses it will receive a letter from my lawyer.
Okay, that's fair. All right. All right. Should we hit the troll box and see, or should we I think we got a few more coins on our list, and then we can go to the troll box.
Yeah, we'll finish off the list first.
Okay. Lomo coin.
Yeah, I got a chart.
LMC. Okay. This has been pretty fun last week or two.
Yeah, it found a very nice bottom here, beginning of the month.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was around when I saw that shakeout, man. It was sitting at like 50 Bitcoin volume, all of a sudden, boom, like 300 or 400 Bitcoin volume in a dump.
Mm-hmm. The aggressive bounce is real nice, so that kind of led it to break out of the long-term downtrend that's been holding. So we can probably expect kind of a bit of sideways. It almost returns to the previous level it was at before the dump. So we're kind of looking at two different levels. You have this lower level down here on the bottom, and then a secondary level just above it. And we're kind of in the higher rectangle here. So probably expect to see a bit of sideways from here while it tries to reaccumulate and test the support up here. And then once it feels pretty comfortable, I think we can expect to see it make another bounce at some point.
Yeah. Do you have any reason why it's been going up?
Yeah, it's got the update for the V2 coming up here soon, so that was a good reason for that. This is kind of a sneaky coin. I got kind of a long history on this coin. I actually asked Rogue to buy me this coin many moons ago when it was only on the Chinese exchange. This coin, it heavy accumulation under 1,000 satoshis. It was there forever. 90% of bag holders are probably holding something from in there. So the breakout didn't surprise me. It tested a lot of people's patience. If you go back on that chart, it really wrecked people constantly. So this kind of a chart is something that I like. News coming up, I think that's end of September I have written down here. So that's something to look forward to. Really, like I said, anything in this range, we could be really looking for a breakout because of the heavy accumulation under 1,000. Kind of news coming up kind of soon. Dampers that a little bit, but let's see what we get.
Yeah, wasn't this coin like it was a rebrand from some other coin that you used I thought it was like an app on a phone, and you would get coins for traveling around. But maybe not. I can't remember. I thought that this was a coin that got rebranded from, I don't know, 2015 or something like that. But I'll have to remember.
Yeah, it was like POW to POS and all that too. 100 million of the coins were sold in the ICO that was held for it. So yeah, it's been around for almost a year now, just under a year now.
Okay.
And really hasn't done anything with outside of this little 50% up and down game range. So
Fair enough. Yeah, this one's been real interesting to watch and to be in for sure. So good stuff. And it's on the like not a lot of apps make it onto the Apple Store, and this one is on there. So I think that gives it a little extra boost for users. You know, a lot of crypto apps are only Android only, so be able to be on the iPhone and stuff. That's pretty good too. Okay. The last coin on our list is Ubic.
well, I think we all kind of want to talk about one area of it, but I'm going to mention one thing first. Bold prediction coming here. DOT is going to be on the Ubic platform before the end of 2017 here. That's
Are you
my
actually
prediction.
giving airtime for DOT now?
I'm just saying here that DOT will be on the Ubic platform. After I seen Cryptopia add both of the Ubic coins here
Yep.
the same day, and there hasn't been much else coming, and the hatred towards waves that they've all of a sudden ran into because they didn't get the proper updates or whatever that is all about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a possibility here. I seen a little action in the DOT market because of it, and yeah, so it'd be good to add another coin underneath the Ubic market, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's I think. Yeah, that was weird seeing them. I mean, after they delisted all those Waves tokens, and then see them add Quark and APX. That was I think it was definitely them getting back at Waves for
Yeah,
whatever they
I
did.
definitely thought something was there too, and I know that DOT needs to switch their platform. This isn't something that's just like kind of being considered. It's something that has to happen. So it's either Waves, ETC, ETH, Ubic, etc. I think that's pretty much all that I would put in that category, actually. So I'm pretty sure Ubic is going to be that guy. I'm just waiting on the news right now. So that's about it.
All right, fair assessment.
I quite like the chart for Ubic. It's got a nice long-term trend line from back in March that's pretty much intact. You know, a little bit of slippage spikes downwards, but you always get those on dumps. People panic. So, and that's why they're just tiny wicks. And we're kind of in a very nice big sideways chop zone, but steadily, you know, moving upwards. So I think it's going to kind of keep doing this little bit of up and down until we get a bit of news, and then we see a nice pop to start something real. So, you know, you can see it starting to curl back up again after having formed a bit of a higher low over here from the last one. So, you know, curl back up. We'll see if we make a new high, you know, if we can break that 75K mark. Or if it's going to kind of do a kind of tighten itself up and maybe form a wedge or a triangle.
Yeah, so right around this 40,000 area, this is kind of where I assume that it would try to bottom out anyways, because we've kind of seen that a few times already. Kind of same as you, that 75 range is a lot more appealing to me. That's kind of where I see it sitting. That also at the same time sits at right around that 100 million, I believe.
Yep.
On the market cap. So that too is another appealing number for me. So
Yeah, I Nitacoin showed me on InvestFeed. I made an account last week. I posted something about it. I've been mining it for the last 2 months, and yeah, I recently just switched over to some other shitcoin, but yeah, it's been pretty good. Been watching it. It looks like any piece of news they have, it will definitely send that thing upwards and see what happens. So
it's got a real loyal community. They pretty much stole the Bittrex community right out from under them when they were starting. I don't want to get into that cult too much or the community
I was
too much.
gonna say,
But we'll just go from there. But they do have a good community. A lot of people believe in that coin, and JAP's actually been pretty good lately. I gotta give him credit on that.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say you called him a loyal community. I was like, oh, switch from cult to loyal community.
yeah,
Yeah,
well, we'll be
well-
nice today.
Well, yeah, JAP has expressed desires to be on the show, so
Yeah, we'll get him on here.
We should probably not insult him or his
I wasn't insulting him. I said he's
No.
actually been pretty good lately.
We like him.
I liked a
We
lot
like
of
you,
the ads
Vic.
that came after he signed up with Bittrex. I think that some of the marketing that he's done in this space with taking the Bittrex community is genius. They're just kind of culty. Like, I don't know what to say about it. It is what it is.
I like you, Vic.
They
This is the
attack
first-
you if you don't talk good about it. I was holding this coin and still the community decided they'd shit all over me because I wouldn't show it. So I don't know what to say.
Oh man, yeah, we like JF. We'll get him on here sometime. I like you, Vic. That's the first coin I mined with my miner, so good shit, man. I like it. All right, should we go to the troll box? See what they're saying.
Yeah, let's
All right.
Let's do it.
Have you been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching. Yeah, shout out to who was it here that said to make sure you guys like it. We have a lot of people in
yeah.
this chat. Make sure you like it. Also, we had a lot of questions asking us about trust, LBC. I seen come up quite a few times here.
Yeah, we can definitely hit those. LBC is definitely interesting.
Is trust TRST or TRRU? Well,
Oh yeah, which one is that?
yeah, which one is
I
that?
think it's a TRST, yeah.
Trust and we trust.
TRST is forming the patented Godson banana.
Don't use
It
it.
is. It fucking is, though. I hate to admit it, but this damn thing is giving us a banana.
There's gonna be
Oh,
people
man.
knocking on your door. His lawyers are gonna
No,
come after you.
yeah,
We're in the banana zone right here. All right. Listen,
Is this
like,
the new
you're lawyers
Bolger
away from
bands?
me.
Are we creating the new Bolger bands right here? The Godson banana?
Yeah. So the Godson banana is forming. It's just got to kind of keep on rising to hit this resistance here at 17.7, whatever the hell that is. Let me see. Let me stick something there. All right, 17.86, give or take the few hundred Satoshi. So, we want to see the banana pattern continue. It could also be the beginning of a big cup into a handle. So that could happen as well. It's kind of up in the air. I mean, if you bought anywhere below 6,000, you're sitting pretty right now. Just sit on that shit and don't even look at it again for like 2 months.
Is this an ETH asset? ETH asset, I'm assuming. It's got kind of that short chart history, which is when all of them came out.
Yeah.
So
it was an ICO, like one of the first like Chinese ICOs. So
cool.
But yeah, it's looking pretty. So just wait. See if it breaks out above 18K.
Do you give this banana your approval?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It is approved. You will not be hearing from my lawyers.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think overall right now where it's sitting is pretty good. I fucking hate their slogan. I gotta be honest. Like it's just so fake.
What's
we
the slogan?
trust for the people, by the people. It's just, come on, guys. Like get real here. Sales tactics up the ass here, but that's not the point here. In this range, I agree here. It looks really good. It looks like there's a lot of stuff coming from the charts point of view. From the market point of view, I believe they have an announcement coming here at the end of September. I can't exactly remember what it is right now, but they do have something coming at the end of September here.
Good. We love announcements.
I think that was the stablecoin integration, but I don't quote me on that. I think that might have been what it was.
All right.
Cool.
What was the other one? LBC. I don't know. We've talked about this one in a while. It's down.
Have we not talked about this one in a while?
I don't.
I
I
think
thought
so.
we got requested it like every single day, and then it kind of
We're Flow
stopped.
fanboys.
Yeah, yeah, because we like Flow. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're on the Flow
it's
blockchain. If you guys didn't know, we're on the Flow blockchain, shitcoin talk.
are we? Guess so.
Yes.
yes,
That's
we
what
are.
Loom told me, anyways. Unless Loom lies, fuck you, Loom, if you lie.
There are a couple episodes on there. We need to get the rest of them on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did the patented post pump full retrace, and now it's sideways. That's my genius TA. It's bottomed for the most part.
Yep. I would
fell.
say it has bottom because if you look in November of last year, that had that huge spike up, and you're kind of sitting at that same spot right now too. So
Right. So
that's definitely some
bottom,
sort of support right there, I would say.
but you're kind of in this
Yep. You go as far
zone
back
right
as
there.
November even, and it would still be valid, I think. So
Yeah.
this one got a lot of shit from us in the beginning because it was kind of like Vox, but this one actually did something unlike Vox.
Unlike
Yeah, I
Fox,
took a
yes.
lot of heat for this coin here. I got chewed apart for those where you're going back to like April and May and all that. Yeah, people didn't like me back then for this one. But right now I'm out of my bag and whatever, and I'm trying to accumulate a new one. I think this is just a gold area. I think this coin has a lot of potential. Don't think it's really even touched on what it can do overall. In this range, anywhere around here, as Crypto Rogue's chart shows, this is beauty area.
Yeah, I would say you said that it hasn't maybe it reached its full potential. I would say the same thing about Florin Coin as well. Both of them, I mean, they're relatively small market caps. They've been around for a while, so just kind of an untouched area, I suppose.
Yeah, I definitely think it's probably going to see a good bit of consolidation after a dump that big. So don't buy expecting to get a big move here in the short term. This is one of those ones where, you might be sitting on it till next year, and then it can explode, and you get yourself a pretty little times 10, if not more. So it's one to start accumulating. Don't need to rush into it. I think it's just going to kind of range here in that 7 to 5K area more than likely. So if you want
right around
to
60, right around 6,500 there was $3.6 million of volume. Sorry, that came in about 7 days ago here. So that was a really big buy sign for me. Obviously, as soon as I seen that, I really wanted to wait for a dump and get a good position on that bag. But that was a good buy signal for me right there.
Yeah, what Rogue said about you don't have to dive in all the way right now. This might be sitting here for a little bit, so throwing a little bit here and there and
absolutely not
catching some dumps.
This isn't investment advice by any means, but I think everybody on here is holding bags for quite a while. We're kind of notorious bag holders on this show. So just to let you know, this doesn't mean it's going to break out or anything. It just means that us filthy bag holders are interested.
Yeah, here's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to pump it up 15%, and then it's going to come crashing back down to earth, and then you're going to get salty as fuck, despite the fact that we said it's a long-term accumulation play.
I like Godson's chart right here. It's got
what I just said is perfect.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I can see it definitely going back into that, maybe even below 5,000 or but and touching down there a few times, I think. But yeah.
Oh, if it touches below 5,000, just fucking buy as much as you can. Quite frankly.
Yeah, I would say that's safe. Okay, there's one thing that I did notice yesterday. I know Rogue probably does have a chart for it. Is BlockNet. They had I don't know if anybody noticed this, but they had an exploit where someone was able to stake 500,000 coins, kind of like what happened with Vericoin, I think, except the consequential dump was it was pretty brutal. I think they've patched it and everything, but quite a lot of BlockNet was dumped the other day.
Yeah, you can. It happened on the 27th. You can see that massive volume.
Yeah, if you go to I think
even
a 30-minute chart, you can see it happen twice. That was pretty damn brutal.
I don't want to go too much into it because I know that some people that hold this coin are pretty extreme about it, but that's definitely not something good out of a coin that's worth $100 million. That's something that should have been handled and figured out a long time ago. Not when you're worth $100 million. That's not the good time to notice that you have problems. So, yeah, I feel for investors, but this is crypto, right? We're all learning together.
Yeah,
Right.
apparently it's been patched, and they're working on it. Obviously, they got a very active dev team, but yeah, it's kind of worrying. And I mean, it could happen to any coin, really. I mean, it just depends how quickly they fix it and find out the exploits and stuff. So just something. I mean, you can try to predict everything, but something like this happens, and sometimes you're SOL.
You didn't see this coming, that's for sure. But doesn't change the fact that it's scary when it happens to a coin that is worth $100 million, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. What do you got over here, Godson? Nice.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're not looking at the volume indicator, like I said, you don't really notice too much wreckage. I mean, it looks to me like something that's in a channel, and it's just doing that. Like it. Yeah, if you turn on the volume indicator, then obviously you can see that giant freaking red candle there. But I mean,
I thought it absorbed it pretty well, actually, which was pretty interesting. We were talking last time we talked about it about kind of low liquidity. The order books being super thin. You'd think if someone dumped that much, it would just go right to zero or something. But handled it pretty well, I think.
Yeah, but the bots are just waiting on the sidelines and collecting money.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on that, I guess, a little bit, but wait. So you guys got anything else you want to talk about, or should we just do a little roundup and call it a show?
Well, I think we got a lot coming from the troll box, unless you guys have anything else. What do you got?
We can hit one more from the troll box or something. What do you see over there? I see a lot of Ethereum Dark, but I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
Well, I've seen someone commented on Edgeless today, and I just want to say the Edgeless platform did launch today. It was just a beta test. It was nothing major. That was for the blackjack. Don't get sold just because of a little bit of news or anything. It's just someone played the market today just to make sure that the news was seen and heard. Be careful with that and make sure you get those buys in for the buy the fucking dip.
Yeah, whale's gonna whale, man. That's for sure.
Whales are gonna whale. Like when you see the news come out and 3 minutes later the chart goes crazy, a whale was waiting for that tweet. Don't be a sucker and fall into that. I seen the chart jump from 21 to 25 back to 21 within a half hour, and everyone in this chat knows that I had seen it coming here. These guys were quite obvious about it. They didn't try and hide anything. They put up a big buy wall, they put up a big sell wall, and they fucked off. So just kind of remember that when you're playing news coins.
Yeah. Is there anything else in the troll box we should? I think we got about 10 or 15 minutes left.
Got about 5. How long have we been running for?
About 50 minutes. And
yeah,
so
we got about 10. Let's see here.
I see a lot of Hush in the troll box. Are you guys interested in Hush?
I think that chart looked boring.
Hush.
D and Zoin.
Zoin
freaking.
Yeah.
Hush is going sideways. There, that's your TA. It's sideways at a higher level.
In Bottomtopia or something.
So
hey, VeryCoin team, thanks for coming out.
Hey, VeryCoin.
Yeah, I hope you guys weren't too embarrassed by what we said about you guys, but this is shitcoin talk after all, so you get.
I thought we were pretty nice. We were pretty nice to them.
Well, thanks for said we were pretty nice.
Yeah. I don't know, except Godson didn't have his Godson banana on there. That's okay. Maybe another time. All right. Well, I guess we could just do a little roundup and see what you guys are looking at, and if you got any news, need a coin, maybe you could do that too, or any of the other stuff
Yeah,
going out
okay,
there.
so yeah, well we got the Waves or the Edge platform, the Blackjack launched today, obviously, so that was pretty big. Still waiting on the license there, so I don't like to put timelines on real world stuff, so just be patient with that if you guys are excited about this project. Waves next generation is coming out in about a week and a half here, 2 weeks. That'll speed up the blockchain, also should draw in a lot of attention towards the assets on the Waves blockchain. Definitely something I'm looking for. And then for BAT, we got the Mercury update coming October 10th. I know there's a lot of hype around that. That chart looks beautiful right now. Be curious to see where that one ends up. And yeah, I've been seeing Brave Browser a lot lately, so must mean that it's BAT time soon.
Yeah. Another thing, I guess, is the Ethereum hard fork is coming up this month too, I believe.
Yes, that. Sorry, I totally forgot.
Yeah. I don't know how you could forget that, dude. That'll be interesting to see. Ethereum, they have a lot of hard forks, but some of them good, some of them are not good. But this one seems like it'll be really interesting. So definitely one to watch for. Yeah, that's pretty much all the news we got for the next week or two, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much it that I got right now. We got Lomo coin that we talked about already. We got Trust that we covered already. Edge Waves. We've basically covered the news for the next week.
Sweet. All right, we'll do a roundup. See what you guys have been up to this week. Rogue, how's it going on your end?
Pretty good. Zcash treated me quite nicely. I was a nice, easy double for anybody that was accumulating there below 0.05. But for the most part, I'm looking for the coins that pumped in June, did a full retrace, kind of found a bottom, and are now trying to build an uptrend and just kind of padding those bags. I think those are all kind of gearing up for the next cycle. So looking forward to seeing some of these ETH tokens finally make moves, EDG, BAT, a few others. Got my eyes on a couple of older coins sitting around. INFX is one I'm kind of trying to will upwards, but it doesn't be working too well. Its market maker's a bit of a cunt. So other than that, nothing's like screaming buy, buy, buy. Just lots of coins saying, pad my bags.
Yeah. This week has been a lot of small small upwards movement on a lot of coins. So see what you're saying there. Godson, it's good to have you back, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Not really much that I'm looking at here. I mean, like Rogue said, Zcash has been good to people who know how to trade, like me and him. Not Need a Coin, who's obviously a shit trader.
Oh no!
Yeah, Steam. Steam. I actually just started buying some Steam because they always like move together. I got this little like jump here, like a 30% or whatever. I kind of like buy the same bags when I see like. So to me, Zcash and Steam and a bunch of other coins kind of move together. So when I saw
InvestFeed.
fuck.
Derailed, dude. Derailed.
Yeah. God knows how much they paid you, man. Seriously. So yeah, Steam, gas. I wanted to say that I've become really interested in Binance, the exchange. I'm kind of sad that I didn't have enough money on that, because that Walton coin was the thing that I was really interested in, but I didn't get a chance to actually buy some. That and Binance coin were like the two coins that I wanted to get into over there, and when I get some time, I'll probably be moving money over to Binance to get some some coins.
Wait. Need a coin. Mr. Invest Feed himself.
Hey, what's up, guys? I figured I'd ask the troll box what I should do here. Give them a little bit of perspective here. The troll box hates Godson, by the way. They just can't fucking.
They love his
stand him.
banana TA.
But
Oh, man.
but
They fucking love me, dude.
we all expected they would hate Godson. We all do. So that's just part of this show,
Look
really.
at Vericoin is talking shit about me. Come on, man.
Everybody's talking shit about you, man. I seen about 400 comments just saying how bad you suck. But we'll get away from that. We'll continue on. Yeah, no, obviously InvestFeed I'm huge on. Platform's growing. Seeing about 50 to 75 users a day joining and signing up under my feed and everything. So that's really cool. Also, clearly, I'm a huge fan of Edge. I think that was just a sample today. I wanted to play the pump and dump, but I didn't. I decided I would just hold my bag and be content with what I have. Another one that I'm looking at is Data Bytes. It's kind of went under the radar lately. A lot of people have kind of put it on the back burner. Blame Vinny, really. I don't know what else to say there. He went away from it, and so did everybody else. But starting to kind of grab a bag of that again. Then kind of goes to the news that I said. Some of those coins I'm really looking at. And then GRS I'm kind of looking at. Got a lot of attention lately, a lot of good attention with that atomic switch or swap going on. Basically just pump material right there. So I've been kind of watching that one for a while, accumulating a bag along with music. And that's about all that I want to share today.
Yeah,
Wow.
just buy my bags, right?
Yeah.
No, these are just bottom feeding bags, buddy. This is like how we do. I didn't tell it when it was up. I told it when it was down.
All right.
That's
all
how
right.
pros do it, Godson. That's how pros do it.
Yeah, well, what was the last good call you made on Twitter, man?
Rogue, how'd you block him again? How'd you do that mute thing?
All right, I'll interfere. I've been bottom feeding some stuff too. A lot of ETH assets like Guppy and RLC come to mind. Those two kind of looking like they're trying to make a bottom. Just coins like that I like. You know, I talked about AMP last week, and like LBC's looking pretty good. So buying some stuff there. You know, just hanging out, mining some stuff. I don't really want to talk about that yet, but yeah, just hanging out, looking good. Zcash has been good. A few other coins have gone up. A lot of stuff's just looking real good. So, hopefully it starts heating up even more soon. So, yeah,
everything's trending in the right direction. So just waiting for the real action to kick in.
Yeah, that's what I think Loom said is like you can start calling it a portfolio now because everything looks better.
Yeah.
I think a big thing, kind of what we were talking about earlier, was with the sideways there. Sideways is a hard thing for a lot of people to grasp. They get bored. You know, they don't know where it's going from that. If you've kind of been watching a lot of these charts, the sideways is definitely being forced.
Yeah.
A lot of these coins are in heavy accumulation mode once again, just like we've seen about 6 months to 9 months ago here. And really, it's just going to test your patience. You're going to see small pump after dump after dump. So if you're not prepared for that, better put on your big boy pants, because that's where we're going for the next probably at least the next few weeks for sure, until we get kind of more clarity on the Bitcoin China whole fiasco. That's probably where I see it going. After that, you can tell the bags are packed and loaded for these rich folks. Who knows where they're going to take us?
Yep. Trying to play those 20% swings and on some of these coins that are in accumulation, and one day you're going to get left behind, I think. So that's why I like bag holding. Just don't have to worry about that stuff. So everyone's different.
We're talking about that earlier, right? Everyone wants to talk about Strat at 100K. I wanted to talk about Strat at 10K. I'm not very concerned with talking about it at 100K. That's fine and dandy if that's for you. It's just not for me.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think we should do another show next week. So, That's me.
Yeah,
I'll try
we'll
to
make sure
set
we
that
have
up.
another show. Make sure you guys click the like button. I think these guys want to have another show, maybe push towards a weekend show here coming up soon.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe Ambroid can join us. He's been.
Yeah, Ambroid's salty. Shout out Ambroid, you're salty that we're doing it during the weekday.
Yeah.
Still love you, bro.
All right. Yeah. Subscribe. You know, Twitter. We got over 10,000 followers on Twitter. That's huge, man. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah. So I've got a tip jar. If you want your coin on Shitcoin Talk, give us a tip and let us know. Yeah. I mean, anything else? Buy our bags, I suppose. Maybe if we're selling.
Stay patient, guys. Stay patient.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Shitcoin Talk. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.